ever just gone back to watch some of your favorite classic childhood cartoons? I know I have, and I've kind of noticed something. Now, you might think I'm a little crazy for pointing this out. You might just say I'm fully wrong and I'm blowing this out of proportion, but is there a reason why I became a furry? Is the reason why I became a furry due to cartoons? So to start things off, what is a furry? And the most simple explanation is that furries are a group of cosplayers and artists who have an interest in anthropomorphic animals, which are just animals that walk and talk like people. So why exactly is this a thing? Well, it's kind of existed for thousands of years. Literally, ancient history tells us that for millennia, mankind has worshipped or did art centered around anthro-animals. The Egyptians, for example, had literal gods that were half man and half human. Plus, the Egyptians also worshipped cats. And to be honest, we worship cats today too. Isn't that right? There's a cat behind my computer. So yeah, furries have been here for a while and probably aren't going away anytime soon. But what exactly turned a guy like me into a furry? Well, I'm prepared to make an argument that it was cartoons. Basically, we all have our favorite childhood cartoons. We grew up with them. Whether it was animated or live action, cartoons were awesome, and I still sometimes watch them for nostalgia. But if you actually stop and think about the majority of cartoons, what's the one thing that almost all of them have in common? That's right, they have talking animals. SpongeBob, a TV show centered around a human-like talking sponge who lives under the ocean in a modern society made up of sea creatures and a squirrel. But that's just one show, right? No, it is not just one show. Cartoons that featured anthro animals were in the hundreds. We have shows like Regular Show, The Amazing World of Gumball, Adventure Time, Arthur, Pokemon, My Gym Partner's Monkey, Back at the Barnyard, Tough Puppy, and Almost Naked Animals. And, yeah, that last one was legitimately real somehow. I'm not sure how they got approved. I'm not sure how they got approved, but, yeah. Am I the only one who remembers that show? But yes, all of these shows had main characters who were walking, talking animals.
He's a talking animal!
Thank you, because as you may know, I am indeed a talking animal. I mean, I'm a human, plus I'm dressed as, well, a fox. You woo.
Bruh.
But let's say this is enough evidence for you. Well, take a look at the movies coming from Hollywood itself. Now, ever since the invention of television and the big screen, a lot of film studios have featured anthropomorphic characters. Now, why would they do that? Who knows, maybe it's because it's, I don't know. Either way, many film studios profited off of them, building empires that still exist today. Disney, of course, with Mickey Mouse, Warner Bros. With Bugs Bunny, and much more. Basically, Hollywood has been promoting these types of ideas for years, and they don't even try to hide the fact that they're doing it. Disney released a ton of movies that are beloved, to say the least. The Lion King, a movie about talking lions that live in a kingdom. Beauty and the Beast, a woman falling in love with a bear-like creature. No, he wasn't a bear, it's more like werewolf, I don't know. Zootopia, a modern animal society. I love the movie so much. It was fun, it was cool. I can't wait to see the second one. And yeah, it had talking animals, which of course inspired me to make my own stories, which featured talking animals. Of course, leading me to become a furry. And today's generation is being shown the exact same type of movies. Whether they're the old classics, whether they're new or old classics, Hollywood is purposely turning kids into furries. That's kind of a, strong statement. Like, maybe they're not doing purposely, that, they're just doing it because, I don't know, unintentionally, I don't know. But that's not all, because one of today's most successful and beloved cartoons for younger audiences happens to feature a blue dog. No, I'm not talking about Blue's Clues. Also, I still find it funny how both these dogs have an audience who can't tell their gender. Bluey is a girl, and so is Blue. Get over it, folks. The argument is done. But basically, Bluey is a phenomenal show, and it teaches good morals, the idea of using one's imagination, and an overall just a really wholesome family vibe. And while I myself have not gotten into it, a lot of adults have also found themselves watching the show. Many parents just use their kids as an excuse to watch it. So the point is, this is going to have a major impact on the next generation. As a member of Gen Z, I fondly remember the shows I grew up watching, and I still love them to this day. Not all of them had furries in them, but a lot of them did. And whether or not did play part of my life choices, is that really a bad thing? Now, don't get me wrong, the furry fandom is not perfect, but neither is anything else. There is evil, darkness, and garbage in every part of the world. There are bad people, there are scary things. There really is no true safe place to escape from the bad parts of life. But we as people can choose what and who we are. There is a good in a lot of people. Furries have their downsides, but at the end of the day, it's mostly a collection of decent human beings who just want to share joy, art, and life with the world in their own fuzzy little way. Yeah, some bad apples slip in and cause chaos, but even if you avoided every fandom and interest on Earth, you're still gonna meet people who will make it their mission to destroy you. People can be jerks, but you don't have to be. So be the best you can be. You, and focus on the positive. While yes, you should always be aware of the negatives, don't let them control your life, and don't live in fear. Not everyone is gonna be your friend. And maybe this all is just a coincidence, but coincident or not, cartoons and movies have helped create an entire subculture of positivity and acceptance. No, we're not perfect, but that's exactly what makes us human. So whether or not Hollywood is run by furries, they aren't going away anytime soon. And maybe that's just not a bad thing. I'm ZachCraft1, and I have a really weird name. I mean, I kinda do, I don't know. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you take anything away from it, go watch an old cartoon you used to love. Or watch more of my videos and subscribe. I'd personally choose the latter. Bye!
Bruh.